Nothing like a Snapple. So, welcome to the show again. This is DV8 Alien Comedy Nightclub. And no, um, I don't have any sponsors. So, if you didn't catch the drift, that was my way of saying wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Let me take that again. No, I don't have a sponsorship. Isn't it funny? Actors always say, let me take it again. And we call them takes. But what are we taking? Because, you're doing something. You know what it is. You know what it is. I think you're taking people's time. You're taking people's attention. Like right now, I'm taking it again. Okay, so let me take it again. Just hang on a minute. And since I don't have a script, I have no idea what the line was. So let's move along. Now, I was watching the previous comedy special back, and Oprah was like, your voice is too high. When you're an alien, you can call up different people to come and talk to you at any time. Now, some of you are asking, how do you do it? Well, your soul is not inside your body. Your body is inside of your soul. Yeah, it is. It's inside of your soul. Yeah. So that means you can't even see your soul. Well, humans can't see souls. Star Marines can. That's how I was able to see Oprah when I was watching the playback of yesterday's comedy special. So she told me two things. She was like, one, your voice is too high. And two, you need to enunciate more. Don't do your actor's lazy voice. Yes, everyone knows actors and comedians talk differently. First of all, actors don't enunciate their words because we're going for drama, for realism. But comedians have to over-exaggerate everything because they're playing to the back of the room. But when you're in a garage, like Elon Musk building PayPal, except I don't have a friend, so yeah. Even Madonna had Guy Oziri. What do I have? Well, that's the old programming talking, because I do have something. Someone, yes, love is in the air, finally. But let's get back to Oprah. So I'm watching this comedy show and Oprah comes. The soul, right? Because, Lumania stuff. So Oprah says your voice is too high. People aren't going to take you seriously. And you're mumbling like you're getting a close-up in a movie scene. So you need to talk from your diaphragm and you need to enunciate your words. And I said, Oprah. Mum O. Oprah Zulu, by the way. Oscar. Yes, there's no lies on this show. So I said, Oprah, first of all, I'm not going to enunciate when I don't even know what I'm saying. You want me to look even more dumb enunciating. And second of all, I have to keep my voice high-pitched. This voice saved my life. Yes. Like Kate Hudson. Yeah. Think about it. As a black man, I am enemy number one. Look at me. I actually can grow a lot of facial hair very quickly. Still have my plugs on top. I don't. My skin tone is darker than this. So I'm not getting a free pass when the cops come, okay? I'm not getting to shop at Clicks without being followed by security guards at La Lucia Mall, okay? Yeah. And I'm not being searched at Edgar's because they forgot to remove the security tag inside the box of the perfume as well as on outside of the box. So when I go out, the machine starts beeping and I have to undress all of my clothes. No, we're not doing that. So we're gonna stick with the high voice because this voice saved my life. Yes. Because straight men, all they want is an illusion of power. So if you want to give them an illusion of power, I'm not talking about the normal guys who go to work, come home, work in the coal mines to feed their family. No. I'm talking about, do you know who I'm talking about? Because we're Menoptera. We can hear each other through the screen. I'm talking about the 1%. Duh! They don't have to live in the world we live in, a world of confusion. They live in a world of access. So they can make their voices deeper and be black. But for us, who have to fight out there, we're going to make our voices higher. Because when you see a white man, he likes it when your voice is higher. Yeah. If you ever worked in a company like I did, except I was undercover getting information on corruption, and then they tried to sue me, but then they realized if they sued me, then everything would become public knowledge, so nothing happened. When I was there, I noticed whenever I'd run ops on them, like different psychological tests on my bosses over there, I realized that whenever let me contextualize it for you. So there's this thing called impression management techniques, okay? And there are 8 of them. One of them, well, let's explain what it is. So every single human on earth uses an impression management technique. It's how you initially relate to other people. For example, when you need help, screwing in a light bulb, you're not going to go to your boyfriend and say, "Hey, help me screw in the light bulb." You're going to dress all skimpy. You're going to be like, "Hey, can you please help me change the light bulb?" Now I'll pause, I'll freeze. Can you see my shoulders are tilted? This position, when the human body is tilted, it arouses whoever's watching. It's just something that happens because human bodies are machines. So when I stand like this, it's going to make you want to watch me more. So now that I have your attention, I can say anything I want and you're going to do it. See, that's why I came down to earth, because I was watching in Lumania at how some of the Star Marines who've been given powers are using those powers for human interests. What are human interests? Well, let me take a sip of my Snapple, if you don't mind. Fun fact, Snapple is a company from New York. Yeah. The same city that Sacha Baron Cohen trapped Rudy Giuliani in a room, and yeah, he had to just lie down. He needed a lie down. That's what we'll say. when I came down to Earth, I was shocked to find other Menoptera using their gifts, their powers, their star powers for human interest, for personal gain. And then everybody's like, well, Vikeli version 3.5.7 with the human avatar Charlie Manor, what are you talking about? Wow, come close, come. Now I'm using my Nicole Kidman voice. Come. I heard that, well, three things. One, in my culture, we have magical training schools. Yeah. It's places where you go to get initiated. And the first thing I heard was that initiatory teachers were playing God in initiates' lives. Oh, yes. They were telling people who to marry. They were telling people what to buy, what to do, where to go. It even got so bad that I heard a story of one initiate who was told to crawl on their knees between the hours of 1 p.m. and 5 p.m. on the weekends in their garage because it's going to give them good luck. Now, you have a dining room for a reason. Don't do all that effort just for good luck. Good luck is preparation meeting opportunity. So, as Stanislavski told all of us, go prepare. We're actors. And we want to be good actors in the world and not bad actors who ignore people. What am I supposed to tell the Star Marines? And the social contagion has already started. But let's go back to the three things. So that's one. In my country, we call them Gobela schools. And that's why now we are doing messianic initiation, because we want to give you the info and you do it on your own. Yes. So that no one can scam you, because spirits and money don't go together. No. Menoptrin and money go together. Okay? Because we don't get it through personal gain. Am I the only one who watches Charmed? It's like episode 2, no personal gain. Otherwise, we would all have used our powers to be billionaires by now. But it doesn't work like that. We have to give before we can get. And when we give, we get. When we get, we give. It's a cycle of energy. Now, a second thing. There was even a Netflix TV show about it. So if you've got Netflix, click on South Africa and you'll find it. In this second trick that some Star Marines were doing, they were stealing people's powers. Oh, yes. Now, humans, you need to turn off because this is not for human consumption. Unlike Snapple, which is for human consumption. So when Jasmine gets her, Jasmine Crockett, so when Jasmine Crockett gets her food labeling bill, it's going to say here in Texas, it's going to write, fit for human consumption. Oh, yes. Gonna say. That's why you gotta vote for Jasmine Crockett. I mean, what else are you gonna do? So when, no, they're definitely not gonna monetize that. So you're welcome. So when they steal people's powers, often they'll do a trick where the other Star Marine who's going there for help has to agree to be siphoned of their star powers. Now, this is all in my book, which I wrote last year, and I've just been waiting for a time to release it. It's going to be a free book because under my contract, I'm not allowed to sell powers. So, I mean, I started reading tarot in 2014 as a business professionally. And even then, I wouldn't be getting people to pay for the tarot reading. It would be for a consultation, a creative semiotic consultation, which I use tarot cards to consult because, it's like using a mood board. It's visualization, if previs, if you're in the biz, something like that. So that's how I did it. So anyway, that's why, like, now I give you free readings, but then you pay with attention, you pay with liking, you pay with sharing, because that's the economy we live in now. Did nobody listen to Emma Roberts and Scream 4? So that's how they do the power stealing thing. It's kind of like, I don't know, like binding someone in chains or something. And you know that movie with Scrooge and Christmas and stuff, and they hear the three demons and the clanging chains? It's like that. Like what he represented in that show, like not letting go. Blah, blah. And why is that a bad thing? Well, because you're supposed to do your own goddamn work. That's why. And that's why I love Nancy Mace. Because Nancy has been doing so much good goddamn work. Yeah, they're definitely not going to monetize this. Thanks a lot, Washington. Again. I'm kidding. Look, look, we protect our own, okay? And I'm your own. I'm one of the own. Remember when Oprah started OWN? Oprah Winfrey Network? I remember she was so excited, and I was excited. And then Discovery happened. Oh, that's the thing sometimes. I mean, I know I was wearing Discovery yesterday, but you gotta protect your creative control. And that's what we're doing this in a garage, because, I get my creative control in exchange. And thank you to Yeshua. I did get a tripod. I was watching my other videos from a few weeks ago where I said, Jesus, can I have a tripod, please? And then here it is. So I forgot to thank you, Jesus. Thank you for that. So now the third way that people can steal your powers is through love magic. This is the most typical and most popular thing in my city. There are pamphlets on every single street corner of the downtown central business district promising to make your dick bigger, bring back your lost lover, and make you win gambling or lotto. Yeah. And it's amazingly popular. So popular. And there's always a certain prayer they do, probably something from the Book of Moses, which very weak magic. And then they give them a little bottle of oil mixed with some unknown substances. Now that's very unsafe. That's why we need jasmine everywhere, especially in the magic community, because we need to know if that stuff is fit for human consumption. Yeah. It's amazing the amount of faith people have in these magic potions and spells. And I always just say to people, look, whatever you use in magic, it's attached to an entity. And you don't know who or what created that entity and what the terms and stipulations are. It's not clear like this Snapple that I can see right through it. Magic is dangerous, kids. So when you go on TikTok and YouTube and play witchcraft and witches, you're going to summon me. And then I'm going to come into your world and I'm going to stop you. Because I'm an alien. That's what I do. Duh. Okay, Snapple, can I have my money now?